Mace, thank you so much for joining us. Another weekend, another wonderful guest. Today's no Sibu Radebe, an accomplished musician. We want to talk to her on Seben's work and the people that she has worked with, her experience in the industry, the shortfalls, and the lovely things that the industry bring. Bongani, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you very much.
Born and bred where? In Pietermaritzburg?
In Pietermaritzburg, yes.
18.
18.
Oh,
yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Oh, all right. In a family of?
Ubaba wami umfundisi waseweseli. Yes, and my mother was looking after children.
Yes.
Yes.
She was a house executive.
No. Ingane ezilahlwa abazali, ingane in yes, in that type of environment. Yes. Yes.
All right. That's a big heart.
Yes, I had a very big family.
Yeah. But nina gini ningaki?
Ekhaya is about 4. I'm the first of the 4.
Yeah. Did she talk to you about what she wanted to do? Because I know how protective children are about their personal space. I don't know whether these kids came to your house or was it somewhere else?
Behlala ndawonye. Actually, I grew up in a children's home because that's where we all lived.
Yes.
So they all shared my mother and they shared my father.
But azange it caused some resentment?
It did. It did a bit. But you just learn to live with it and move on.
Because that's her calling, and you know how mothers are, eh?
Yes, that was her calling, and befanele simyeke aqhubeke ngempilo yakhe.
Yeah. But what sort of values then did you learn from your mom and your dad?
The values that I've learned is that umuntu ngabantu, you can never think that you're an island. Azikho izinto awukwazi ukulahla abantu because awukho umgqomo la ungalahla khona umuntu, because one day uzomdinga umuntu regardless of how much money you are, how accomplished you are, umuntu uyamdinga. Yeah.
And no one is self-made.
Nobody is self-made.
And to the very core of self-made being creation itself.
Yes.
No one is self-made.
Akekho umuntu ongathi ngiqhumetsheni zenzile, I'm who I am because of me. Yes.
You know, even if you're a millionaire, I've always found a problem about it. I'm a self-made millionaire. You're not, because even this work I had to buy.
Exactly.
You know, even if it's your idea, I bought into the idea.
Exactly.
That brought you Leo Malile.
But I always have a problem with abantu, like you were saying, because I'm saying to them, mawusugula ngeke uzumbathiswe imali yakho.
It can take you to a good hospital.
It will take you to a good hospital, but ngeke izikumbathise, ngeke izikududuze, ngeke izikuthandazise. Yes, imali ayikwenzi lokho. You need people.
It's inevitable someone will sing in that family if my father is a pastor, because one thing that is characteristic of that church is the music.
Yes, that's very true. My father's family sings a lot. My mother's family sings a lot. So mina ngithole from both sides of the family.
Yeah. Oh, okay. And you don't just do gospel or church music.
No, I don't just do gospel or church music. I am a very soulful person. Even in the writing of my lyrics, I'm very soulful. So I like singing soulful music. Yabona, music that will make you fall in love again.
Yes.
That will remind you of the good times.
Yes.
And also motivational music. If there's still a day, then there's an opportunity for a change.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
To be a writer is a phenomenal thing, because you must, the idea does come, but you must draw from somewhere. And there's nothing more personal than the writer who takes from their own life, to put it out there.
Yes.
Well, what type of writer are you?
I am the type, I draw from personal experiences. If I'm a bit ambiguous or mhlawumbe my writing is a bit suspicious, I'll lie and say no, I'm taking from somebody else. But the truth of the matter is, it's things that I have gone through because I'm not a very good liar. So I can't take from someone else's experiences because I don't know what it's like. So for me to be honest, I have to take from what I have experienced.
music and the industry. Music, wow, in its purest form, is a beautiful, beautiful thing.
Yes, it
in
is.
the Bible, you've got psalmists, man.
Yes.
David coming up as being one of the greatest psalmists.
Yes.
You know, the angel formerly known as Morning Star.
Yes.
Was a great singer himself before they fell.
Yes.
You know, we've got Abo Helen Baylor touched me with that song. Oh, God is an awesome God.
Yes.
You know, Utone neyinkinga zakhe. You know, when God has not forgotten.
Yes.
Rory Blog, walking Jerusalem just like... You know, they've got an ability to do that in music. But the practice and the business aspect of music sometimes can be dodgy, sometimes can be difficult. For the most loving and generous of hearts, it can be testing, man.
Oh, yes, it can be testing. You know, Uzamile, as I've done my best, and then somebody just comes and crashes you, and then you have to build yourself up again to a level you can put yourself out there again, because there are many scars. There are really many scars, because abantu bayaglimaza time and time again, but because this is what you were created for. This is the one thing that makes you. You have to stand up and pick yourself up time and time again.
What have you experienced? The pitfalls.
Hey, pitfalls. I started singing. I was still in varsity at the time. For instance, you go bakbize, they don't pay you.
Yes.
Or baktembise Zulu Nomhlaba, and it never comes to fruition. And someone says no, ngizokusiza uthi uyaconnecta nalo, ayi ngizokusiza. You go and spend a lot of money, because it's a lot of money to put music together.
Yes.
You spend a lot of money, you come back, umuntu sebalekile, ubeqamba manga kasiyena lo muntu atethu yena.
Yes.
And all of that, but it's such as life.
And whilst that is going on, people are playing with your dream.
People are playing with you. I think sometimes I ask myself, labantu ba-understand kahle ukuthi this is me. So if they are tearing me apart, it's actually feeling on the flesh, because this is who I am.
Yes.
You understand? Akufani nomuntu o-actayo mhlawumbe, it's an external persona. Uyabona? Ungayidabule uzoyirebuilda, uyabona imthinti. But with me, with my music, you are playing with my experiences, because that's where I draw my music from. It's emotional stuff, you know.
Yes.
It comes from the belly.
And these are your treasures.
These are my treasures.
Oh man,
these are my treasures.
Aptly titled CD.
Yes.
How was it working on this baby?
It was very good. It was tough at times, because the people that I work with, sometimes they don't agree with what you want to put out there, and then the problem is that when you don't agree, gizwe lapaya, you know, in the secret place. I found it there, and then somebody said, I know this thing won't work. It just won't work. But I really enjoyed it, working on the CD, because what was important is that I was putting out myself. Unlike before, I've done various other projects where it was other people's stuff. So this is me.
You've worked, talking about other people, you've worked Nabo Sis Judith Sapuma?
Yes, I've shared stages with them. I'm currently working with her in church.
Yeah?
Yes, but I've also worked with Lulu Tikana, the late Lulu Tikana.
We've had the pleasure of hosting you on this show, man. What a soul.
She was beautiful. She's beautiful. In fact, we met in church, and then that's where we developed a friendship. And it was a pleasure for me to work on her last few performances. When she did the John Legend show, I was there with her. Yeah, so we had plans for great things. Really great things. Hey, of a man in his heart.
Come on.
Yeah.
But it is the Lord.
Yes. Yeah, you know, it's very sad.
Yeah.
It's very sad. I often ask myself, what happened? What went wrong? How does a plane crash as soon as it took off? You know? But
Yeah.
Such is life.
Yeah. Who else would you like to work with? Ongakasebenzi naye?
Umama uSibongile Khumalo, I love her with all of my heart.
Oh, come on.
I love her with all of my heart.
That's a
In
powerhouse.
fact, she has been an inspiration of mine for many, many years. You know, ma abanye be emulator uBrenda, I was emulating her.
So why haven't you made that happen?
Angithi in life you go ube nestamina usini isikhathi uphelelwa amandla, so ngiyaregain amandla njengamanje, and I'm planning on soaring.
No, of course, no, good all the way. There's a song that all you need is love.
Yes,
love is still the most precious thing, the most valuable thing to keep a spirit together, to keep it going. You know, when you're falling, you need to love.
Yes.
You know,
no,
you need to
true.
love yourself enough to get up from the pit of your mind.
In fact, I'm busy with the song right now.
Yeah.
I'll be in studio trying to finalize this weekend. It's called I Want to Be Me Again. It talks about that. Uguti, I need to love myself enough to stand up and face the day again, even though the previous day had many challenges. But I need to love myself enough to stand up, because at the end of the day, when I'm standing before the Creator, He won't say, "Oh, young, understand, wow, lapana, wow." No, Uzothi, I gave you a new day. What did you do about it? So
yes, you said something amazing as well about an actor being able to rebuild the character that has been torn apart. You know, he can be fired from this soapy, but he will rise again as another personality. Scandal. Scandal. Rhythm City as something else. But you've got you.
Yes, this is all I have.
When people have taken the fragments of yourself, have taken, I need to be myself again.
No, I need to pull together the fragments of my broken heart, and then try and fagisa little tape here and there and move on with life.
And see that picture puzzle coming together. Because Whitney Houston said, learning to love yourself, it is the greatest love of all. Whether will or uvugile, loving yourself.
Yes,
not being conceited and narcissistic, but loving and honoring the human being that you've been built and created to be, isn't it?
Yes. In fact, I've just recently realized, you know, sometimes life, you try uzame twe, these days sekwenziwa kanje, nawe uzame wenze kanje. But the problem, the truth is, you need to appreciate the gifts that you have and know what they are enough. They are enough for the journey that you have ahead of you, and they are enough to make you what you want to be.
Yes.
I don't need to be somebody else. I just need me.
If you can name them, what would be your treasures?
My treasures are sitting at home, sitting around the table and singing. So that's is where I draw from. My first name is Guguletu, which for me means our treasure. Yes. So I draw from the fact that my parents looked at me and saw me as a treasure, as their firstborn.
Already you are affirmed.
Already I'm affirmed. When God speaks to me, he says He's well pleased with me. So that is a treasure for me as well. Uguti, I can do whatever I want to do, because the most important people, they've placed their stamp of approval. Those are the treasures that I walk with.
Who have you worked with this album?
Okay, I've worked with my husband, who is Sibu Radebe. He's also a gospel musician. He's a gospel musician. Yes. Yes. He's very good with production and stuff and things like those. So those are the people that I've worked with on this project. I've worked with various different musicians, which there are too many to name, but it's mostly me and on this project.
But how is it working with your husband? Because I know, Mina, sometimes, not even sometimes, I want things done my way, you know, because I see it and I see ukuthi iyo le sengiyibonile nokhula kwayo, that's where I'm going. But sometimes you need to say, yeah, but iyo, and you have to let someone say something on this creation.
Nyakwata. Yeah,
Yeah.
it takes a lot to get home and start cooking.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
because he's a perfectionist, and I too am a perfectionist. So when somebody criticizes my work, I hlali kahle, but then I have to accept that I'm not perfect.
Admonish one another with love.
Hey, yeah. No, Yona, that one is true.
Yes.
But you know, in the situation, hi, love goes out the window.
Oh man. Mom Radebe has an Asna's card. But we'd like to know where can your fans access your work? Is it already available?
Currently, it's available on iTunes and Amazon. The title of the CD is My Treasures, and I'm Sibu R.
Okay, mangabe mara ngiyafuna ukungena so because angithi uyazi abantu ufuna ukuba ne-CD yakho azoyi-treasure. Can I get it?
You can contact us directly.
Oh, okay,
yes.
fine.
Yes.
Fine. And that's the way to go, isn't it?
Yes.
This is your work.
Yes.
Yes.
You can contact us directly on 082 811-4747.
Okay.
There you'll be talking to JC Radebe.
Oh.
Yes, he's the
All
one
right, then I
who's
can
managing.
order from you.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
how much is the CD retail for?
It is 100 rands.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
No, that's good. It seems like I'm a CD as in South Africa. The world is that standard 100 rand kind of thing, isn't it?
Hey, yeah, because people don't want to pay too much because there was no shipping involved. Apparently.
Yeah. And it's in that mindset, man.
No, it is in that mindset.
You know, can someone buy in bulk from you?
They can definitely buy in bulk.
But they cannot resell.
They can definitely resell. I mean, we can definitely make arrangements to cost price and stuff like that.
So, but there must be that arrangement.
There must be that arrangement made.
Okay. Sisi, it's such a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you so much for
Really,
the opportunity.
Really appreciate it. No, it's only a pleasure.
Thank you.
Oh, where a man's heart is, so is his treasure. Particularly the treasures of Sibu are the soulful work that she has given. Each song is her treasure. Why don't you invite her into your life by ordering a CD yake? It's on Amazon, it's also on iTunes, and also you can talk to them directly. Let us support our artists' music. Let us not pirate our artists' music. If I have to share this treasure, then let it be for 30 seconds, ngizwisa umuntu. But ingahlali emntwini for a year, angayithenganga. Each of us must have their copy so that our artists can be appreciated, for they are the treasures. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, Sibu, for coming to the show. Do stay with us.